Hello. So, my name is Elias. I am a non-binary transgender masculine person living in New York State, and I wanted to put together this video, which is kind of basically the name change guide that was put together by my friend Bailey, myself, and my friend Nikki for legally changing your name and gender marker in New York State. So, very tiny bit. We're all from different parts of New York State, but we all live in the same. We put together this name change guide for our transgender support group, social group, to work on getting our name change done, so we all know it streamlines the process. So for those who learn more visually rather than just reading it, I figured I'd make a video version. So basically, it can be difficult and time consuming, but it is worth it in the end. I myself went through this end of last year, beginning of this year, so I still haven't changed birth certificate and passport yet. I need to do both of those. I know. I have the paperwork, I just need to file. But basically, it's worth it. There's a couple documents that you will need, but as always, there is legal help. Reach out to, we call it neighborhood legal services, like a local pro bono sort of legal services to help you file for the name change if need. If you can find one in your area to help you file for a name change, that's great, especially if you can't afford it, because it is $210 in the state of New York. So there is a website that I'll put in the link down there that you can go to that helps you through the process of filling out some of the forms, but their forms are out of date, except for the birth certificate change forms and the request for judicial intervention. The RJI is what I'm going to refer to it as from here on out, and the birth certificate correction forms, as far as I'm aware, are accurate. At least they were as of January when I filed. So one thing you are going to need is a certified copy of your birth certificate. I had a certified transcript of my birth certificate, and that worked fine. So there's a bunch of options. We'll get to it later on. Get that, and then you go to the website. You either create an account if you want to save your responses or continue as a guest. It's called nycourts.gov/courthelp/DIY/namechange.shtml, and click the link under start. You can either create an account if you want to save your responses on the website. I'm looking at the guide down here. Or continue as a guest if you can finish in one sitting. It takes less than half an hour. The petition and the other forms the website gives you are out of date. I'm going to leave links down there as well to the updated forms, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. Not all of them, because it has personal info on it. I've blacked out most of the personal info, but I can't black out all of it. Yeah, you can keep the RJI, because that is up to date. Most likely, you're going to want to check both legal name change and sex designation change. I know I did. Make sure to also ask the court to seal your record. 31 in the petition and the bottom of both sections in the order at petitioner's request. I'll show you that in a minute, because I did too. And then it's going to ask you for some reasons on your forms that you would want to change your name. The reason is, yes, I am transgender and changing my name to reflect my gender identity and to obtain legal documents that reflect the name I go by in everyday life. I am known by this name in social and professional settings, which is true. And it's going to ask you, why do you want to provide reasons for your sex designation change? I swear I can talk. I put, I am transgender and changing my sex designation to reflect my gender identity, which is true. And again, question 30, should this court record be sealed for your personal safety? If yes, provide details below. And I said, the publication of this record would disclose my transgender status, placing me at risk of discrimination and harassment. Any variations thereupon work. But yeah, so I'm going to show you. RJI looks like this. That's a hair on my screen, not on here. And the matter of the application of your dead name or former name, because it's going to use your dead name a lot, because until this is done, that's your legal name. For leave to assume the name Elias Lucian, my last name. And then there's this whole bunch of other shit. But yours is going to mark right there, name change. Other matters. Name change. And then on the second page here, it's going to list you as the petitioner, your address, phone number, and email you provided where you can be contacted by the judge or anything like that. This doesn't need to be notarized. There are things that need to be notarized. The birth certificate change and the petition need to be notarized. The birth certificate change is a separate thing that I'm still going through, so I'm only going to focus on the legal court name change stuff. But the petition looks like this. I'm going to provide all these links down there, but yeah. I'm in Erie County, Wahoo. I'm requesting a court order for the following: name change, sex designation change, what has the new name, Elias Lucian, place of birth. This is, by the way, this is for people born in New York State. If you're born out of state, I don't know, unfortunately. And if you're born in New York City, I believe it's similar. I'm not quite sure, but this is for people outside of New York City, born outside of New York City, but in New York State. Proof of birth is required for this petition. If you're born outside of the state of New York, proof of birth can include a birth certificate, passport, or any other legal document which shows the date and place of your birth. If you were born inside the state of New York, you must attach one of the following: certified copy of your birth certificate, certified transcript of your birth certificate, I did, certified certificate from commissioner or local board of health saying no such certificate is available. And then it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. Most of the answers are no. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? Well, in some states, being trans is a crime, but no. Have you ever filed for bankruptcy? Are there any judgments or liens of record against you? Are you party to any actions or proceedings? Are you part of any other court actions? Are you currently married? Have you previously been married? Do you have any children under 21? You have to answer these questions to the best of your ability, correct for you, because it is notarized, and a notary just verifies that everything is just attesting to everything you said is truthful and accurate to the best of your ability. You have to pay child support. Are you responsible for spousal support? Court said, have you previously filed a name change petition in any court? I believe this includes marriages. I'm not quite sure. What are your reasons below? Like I said, sex designation change. I had originally selected X, but in a part I'm going to get up to soon, I forgot on the court order I sent to the judge to put X in the sex designation, so he just made me a man. And you know what? I'm okay with it. That's what people are going to think anyways. Unfortunately, people don't think outside the gender binary. Anyways, have you previously filed a sex designation? Do you want to change your sex designation on any identity document? Yes. Lists the identity documents below. I said birth certificate, driver's permit, passport, social security, stuff like that. And provide reason, like I did. It's going to ask personal information. Your current name, your age, your address, when did you move to this address, should this court record be sealed for your personal safety, and why. And then you're going to sign it in front of a note, and you're going to keep that. So, and then what else do you need? You need to fill out the order that the judge is going to sign, pretty much. You do the bulk of the filling out. The judge just signs it and attests to it or whatever, and then just files it. So the order granting name change and or sex designation change for individual adults 18 or over. The court you're looking for, there's different levels of court. You're going for Supreme Court in New York County of where you're at. You don't put the name of the judge or the index number because you get that when you file. And the matter of the application of, it's your dead name, unfortunately. Upon the petitioner's application verified on the, you don't put the date, the judge does, for a check next to name change and sex designation change, it is hereby ordered that the petitioner, having been born on your birthday, in where you were born, and having provided the following proof of birth, and then you check next to what you provided, and there's a number somewhere on your form, that your birth certificate, that it's either the birth certificate number or the transcript number. I'm out of breath for some reason. This is fine. Basically, You put that there so that they can cross-check and verify with the Department of Health. It is authorized to assume the name of, in my case, Elias Lucian, in place of petitioner's present name, your dead name. And petitioner shall be known by no other name, and it is further, and there's a bunch of optional orders. The optional provisions. A petitioner shall serve a certified copy of this order upon the following parties, based upon the following reasoning and good cause. I didn't have any, because I'm getting it sealed. Because I got it sealed, excuse me. Agencies, blah, blah, blah. The one that I had was ordered at petitioner's request that the court record of this name change proceeding is sealed pursuant to the court's finding that an open record of petitioner's name change will jeopardize petitioner's personal safety based on totality of the circumstances and may be opened only by court order for good cause shown or at petitioner's request. And then that's the one you check next to, excuse me. And sex designation change, ordered that petitioner, having attested to their gender identity or to the reason of the sex designation change, is authorized to assume the proposed sex designation of, I didn't put anything. That's the judge's handwriting making me a dude. Which I'll take. And then ordered to be entered in the papers. It was going to be filed in the office of the county clerk of Erie County for me. And then judge's signature and date. And then I have a bunch of certified copies because you're going to need certified copies for changing things place. So notarizing forms. You're going to want to get, I don't believe RJI gets notarized. The only thing I had notarized was the petition. So it should be good, but you are going to need to get something notarized. So I got lucky. There's a local credit union by me who has a notary and was able to just notarize it for me. You can find online local notary publics, or UPS stores usually have them. So you can find those, or if you know someone who's a notary and they're cool and you're out to them, what you're going to want to do then is scan everything in individually. Petition is its own scan. Birth certificate is its own scan. RJI is its own scan. Order is its own scan. What you're going to find digitally, again, another link I'll have in the description, is the order to seal the court, or to seal the legal name change order, the order to seal the court records, to protect your safety and just generally, because there are websites that will have your court information on there many months afterwards, I found, and you have to track them down, and that because they scalp the information from the websites, from the court website, and then you have to track them down and say, hey, no, and then they'll remove it, and it's kind of okay. E-filing your forms, creating your case. Go to the New York Court e-filing website. It's a long process. Be sure you have a good hour or so blocked out just to do this, because it's a state website, and state websites are so fun. Do you hear the sarcasm in my voice? I'm autistic. I don't know if I can hear the sarcasm in my voice. Click e-filing basics, then create an account to start a new case. Twice, then check the box and continue. Fill in your personal info and create user. Important. Write down this username. I can tell you, now 8 months out from my name change stuff, I don't know my username anymore. I don't need it, but I don't know it. So write it down. Go to your email for the link, click it, and create a password. Go back to the e-filing homepage, the link, and click Supreme Court on the left, then log in with your username and password. Set up your security question. In the File Documents box, click Supreme Court again, and then start a new case. Select the county you live in, click Next. Select Name Change / Sex Designation Change under Other Matters, click Next. Review that your current legal name is correct. Check the box, this case does not have a respondent, click Next. Enter the caption. It's the top box in your request for judicial intervention. Your caption is going to be, in the matter of the application of your dead name for leave to assume the name your preferred name. Your legal. On the next page, click yes to the green box. Are you filing a request for judicial intervention? In the commencement document type is petition. Upload the PDF of that document, the petition one that you had to get notarized. It says petition in the title. Make sure you upload the one that is notarized, yes. And the document type is order proposed. Upload the PDF of that document, 2 pages, it says order in the title. Document 3, document type is exhibit. Upload the PDF of your birth certificate. And change the selection of confidential personal information to yes and unredacted as required. Then type birth certificate required for name change in the box. Make the exhibit number 3 to match the document number. And the document 4, document type is request for restricted status. And that's another link I'll have downstairs. Downstairs in the description. Go to the link below and fill it out for document number 3. This will prevent people from seeing your birth certificate before the case is sealed. Scroll to the bottom and click next. In the nature of judicial intervention, select other and write legal name change hearing in the specify box. Then upload your request for judicial intervention document. Check the RJI affirmation box. Click next. And this is the part where you're going to need your credit card handy because it's $210. Enter your credit card info to pay the $210 fee. If you can't pay the fee, you can file a motion for poor person relief using this document here. I'm going to, again, have that down there. We'll have to add it to your case as another document. Review the next page and click File. You did it! Congratulations. Remember to save the receipt and confirmation notice on the page. Once you get an index number, it may take a day or two, may take a couple days, but that's when it gets assigned to a judge. Once you get an index number, add your case to eTrack. It will need a separate login account from the court system. You can't add your case to eTrack until you have an index number. However, you can look at your case's status by logging back into the court system website. The court clerk may email you if there are any errors in your documents. Hopefully there aren't any, since you use this guide, but there might be. You can email any questions you have back to the court clerk. Make sure to check back into NICEF using your login information before. Remember, write it down. And see if your forms were processed or if they were returned for correction. They will also email you with certain updates. Once all of them are processed, you wait until an email containing upload of order/judgment. I remember when I got this email. It was so good. I was on the bus home. In the subject line, congratulations. You are now legally your name and gender. Log back into NICEF and download the order. This isn't a certified copy, so you can't do anything with it yet. To get certified copies, you're going to have to go to your county clerk's office and ask them for certified copies of your name change. That you are going to need your index number, and you are going to need your index number, I remember. Or they may be able to look you up by name. But I know before it sealed, for me, certified copies didn't cost anything, but once they sealed it, then it cost money. And it was only a couple bucks. Oh, there was a way to order certified copies online. I just did it in person. There may be ways to order certified copies online for your county. You're going to have to check with your county clerk's office. And that is how the cookie crumbles, my friend.